It's Dr. Lori. I'm in Goodwill in Fairfield, Connecticut. Come thrift with me. Let's see what bargains we can find. I know you're going to look for the color. I want you to look for the brand names. So this is nice. It's cool, colorful, great color, inside and out. Here's the problem. The snap is good, but there's no strap. So you got to put a strap on it. You could put a strap on it. It's 12 bucks. Even the way it is right now, it's worth 20. So find yourself a strap or use a strap from one of your other purses, and there you go. But I want you to look for brand names. Like this purse. May not be your style. Adrienne Vittadini, very popular 1980s designer, and actually a designer into the late 20th century. Here's another of those Italian designers. And these are in good shape for $15 each. Now this one, I think the inside needs to really be cleaned out, but the exterior of this bag looks really good. It does look like it's missing the shoulder strap, but if you don't mind carrying it this way, that's a good looking piece. And it'll hold a lot. That's one of my criteria for pocketbooks. It'll hold a lot. So for this one, you're looking at $50. Okay, there's that. And they only want 15. For this one, which is brand new, and this one has a lot of nice, it has pockets on both sides. Excuse the sniffling, I'm having an allergy attack. And then it actually has this. I like to have a zipper as well. But you can see, I mean, this looks like it's brand new. I also like an inside zippered pocket too for all of my secret compartments. I like that. Anyway, so this one is a $65 handbag for $15. So that's a good bargain. And beige goes with a lot. It goes with a lot. So, and I'll leave all these for you because, I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm trying to teach you what to look for. Forever 21. So a good brand name. This is a little worn. But again, a good brand name here. I do like the, this is really nice and contemporary. It's trying to look like Chanel, right? It's trying to look like a Chanel bag because the Chanel bags are, of course, $5,000 and they're quilted like these. This one's not in the best of condition. So I might ask about getting a little bit of money off of this, depending on what they're charging, which I don't see a tag. Well, a tag would help, but if you can get this for 10, it's worth 25 in this condition. But if you can't get it for 10, I'd leave it right there. Another one that is in pretty good shape is this bag. It does look like a little bit of water damage here. You're not going to fix that. I don't care. You can bring it to whomever you like, who is a miracle worker with these bags. They're not fixing this problem. So that I would leave there. The bags that have a brand name, Adrienne Vittadini, Coach, whatever it might be, here's Capezio. And this, of course, is a male bag. So a lot of people like these bags. You put everything in it, your laptop, your your dancing shoes, your Capezio bags, of course, were for folks. And here's the Capezio interior tag. Were, of course, for the dancers first, and then a lot of people got involved in collecting their handbags. A mail bag or a messenger bag, sometimes they call them that. And then this has a snap inside, and make sure you hear that. Did you hear that? Make sure you hear the snap. Really good snap there. So what do they want for this bag, which is a little worn? So they want 8 for that. That's a bargain at 8 because that one's worth 30. But the bag that you should take home with you, which I'm going to leave here, is this bag that most of you will say, well, I don't recognize this bag and I don't know the brand name. This bag is made in Spain. And this bag is brand new, all leather, interior pockets and pouches. So here's a pouch, and here's another pocket inside. And a lot of people look in the pockets to make sure that somebody hasn't left something, whether it's money or something else. One of the telltale signs, see the silicone? They never even used this. So this piece has been used like that. There's a eyeglass pocket and such. And the way you tell is get in here with your loop. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get it on the camera, but basically find the tag, get in there with your loop, and see where it was made. So in this case, the piece is made in Spain, and it's really beautiful leather. You can see that it is hand-stitched. And you can see that this particular piece has double stitching. It has its original hardware. It's $15, which is all they want for it, $15. I'm going to show you how good it looks on me. I think this is a great bag because I bought these kinds of bags in Spain. That's a gorgeous bag. What do you think it's worth? 200 bucks. That's right. This is what retail would be for this bag if you were to buy it original. I don't think this piece has been ever touched. I think it's sitting here in Fairfield, Connecticut. I don't think it's ever been used. Doesn't seem like there's anything even left in the pockets. And here's an additional still wrapped up piece here. You want a real bargain on the road? 15 bucks to make 200. That's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece. I'm leaving it here for you. I'm leaving it here for you. I'm going to leave it right here so you can't even miss it. That's a beautiful Spanish bag. Again, why am I wearing the gloves? Because the oils on your hands can be transferred to objects, attract dirt, and deteriorate those objects. I'm leaving all these objects here for you. So I don't want to damage the objects that you may buy, right? Or anybody may buy. Like on the leather, that oil on my hand could leave a stain on this leather and on any object. It's from years of experience as a museum curator and director, years of being an appraiser. You don't want to damage the objects. The gloves are to protect you and the objects. Let's look at some chairs. A couple of things here. First of all, this is a 1950s chair, trying to look like the 1880s. How do you tell? That's called a pierced back splat. So that looks back to the 1800s, that idea of having a balloon in the back. The crest rail, which is that top rail, curves a little bit. That's also the 1950s, trying to look back. Trumpet legs, that's what these are. These are called trumpet legs because they look kind of like a trumpet. If you blew the horn from here, it looks like a horn. Those are also originally in the 1880s, the Victorian era. And in the 1950s, they revived that. So what do they want for this chair? $8? It's worth $8. I mean, you're going to have to reupholster it, I would think. It's got some scratches on it. I'd say you can definitely get 25 out of that chair. Doesn't look like it's had any scratches from puppies or that kind of thing. Then these chairs are Colonial Revival. They probably, because of the turned spindles, so they're decorative spindles in the back. They're side chairs. My mother had these for kitchen chairs. They're the most uncomfortable things in the world to sit on, but they're very sturdy. They're they're rock solid, sometimes called rock maple. They have turned legs, and then they even have the turned stretchers too. So what do they want for these? $8? Yeah, so these are about $35 for each one. And there's 4. You can see that there's all 4 of them are here. So the whole kitchen set's here. If you want them to last, 50 years, these are the chairs you should buy because they're going to last a long time. This is Target and those kinds of places, Wayfair, very inexpensive but good for kids and for basically near the island if you're doing a quick in the kitchen kind of thing. That chair, I would say, if you haven't got the whole set, it's not really worth just having one. Mission style. So these chairs are showing you mission style. While they're all revival or reproductions of certain styles, they are all different styles. So this is mission style, very geometric, clean lines, no turning on a lathe, spindle back, rock bottoms. These are sometimes called hard bottom chairs because the bottom is very hard. Some people will put a cushion on them and some people won't, but mission style. It's a revival chair. They want, I can't read it, $10 for this one because it is solid hard wood. So I would say value on that chair is going to be a little bit closer to $30 for the $10 investment. Pineapple covered side chairs for the dining room. Pineapples in art history are the symbol of hospitality, so perfect for a dining room when you're entertaining people. Make sure that you don't see big stains on this kind of material. It's quilted, right? And then it has a nice dome seat. But it's nice. It would be a nice occasional side chair, but it was intended to be with its mates, usually one of 8 chairs like this. This piece is a revival of the colonial American style Windsor chair. The Windsor with the V spindles at the back. You can see those. And notice how the spindles get bigger. They get bulbous at the bottom. They get actually a little bit larger, and then they taper smaller toward the top. This is a reproduction chair, too. There's actually a mark on it on the bottom that says, Vermont Furniture Company. That's a very well-known New England manufacturer of these early style chairs. So this chair probably has a higher price on it, or it should anyway. They want 12 for this chair, and that chair is worth 65. The Colonial Revival, which is coming up in 2026, this chair is going to be pretty popular, and this style is going to be in vogue too. That was a fun treasure hunt. I left them here for you. There's more bargains to come.